It's time for Monday Night Raw, brutally honest reviews from extreme wrestling fans. This is FWO.
Check the local list. Don't assume get gas, ride faster. Don't ride the futures. It's the first round. And it's the fighting if you're in it. It's gonna get ugly just as soon as we begin it till the last round. Left to right, I'm heavy-handed. After everything's landed, I'll be the last one standing from the first round. It's the fighting if you're in it. It's gonna get ugly just as soon as we begin it till the last round. Left to right, I'm heavy-handed. After everything's landed, I'll be the last one standing. I'm Mr. First to get the game jumping, ain't nothing. Mr. Quick to trip and load the clip and start dumping. Sucker, say something. Mr. Trying to build $1 million out of plain nothing. Mr.'s gonna be successful, daddy ain't bluffing. I'm Mr. Quick to chop them one of a kind. A madman on the band till every one of them's mine. I'm Mr. No Look and honor amongst crooks.
I'm Chris Helix, and welcome back to FWO. Tonight is Monday Night Raw. We've got a continuing, unfolding story between Daniel Bryan and the Wyatts. We've got a #1 contendership match for the Intercontinental title. And we've got the Total Divas and the Real Divas continuing their rivalry. All this and more on Future Wrestling Observer. We kick off this December 2nd episode of Monday Night Raw with a #1 contendership match for the Intercontinental Championship. This was Damien Sandow taking on Dolph Ziggler in what might be the most important match in their rivalry. And Sandow ends up picking up the win in this 1.5-star match. Now, I gotta say, is Damien Sandow finally getting the push he deserves? Or is this just leading up to a push for Biggie Langston? Now we get to the continuing rivalry between the Total Divas and the Real Divas. This match had Natalya with the Bella Twins and AJ Lee with her bodyguard Tamina Snuka and Summer Rae. Anyway, we had this match go back and forth for a while, but the weird part was AJ Lee skipped around the ring for the entire match until, I believe it was Summer Rae called out for AJ. AJ tags in and then gets pinned by Natalya in this 1.5-star match. What the hell was that, AJ? Why are you skipping around the ring? I will admit it was kind of funny and entertaining. I mean, it is World Wrestling Entertainment of all things, but why were you skipping around the ring? Next we have the Wyatts and, can I say, the person they're wanting to recruit, Daniel Bryan, facing each other. This time it was Erick Rowan of the Wyatt family taking on Daniel Bryan, but he ends up losing in this 1.5-star match. But that's not the biggest development. After the match, the Wyatts continue on what it sounds like telling Daniel Bryan they would be better off, or he would be better off with the Wyatts. Now, I can't help but to agree with the Wyatts, and I think Daniel Bryan would be even better and more, I guess you could say, epic if he was in the Wyatt family. That's just my opinion. Comment below and tell me your opinion of this 1.5-star match. And again, it was Daniel Bryan picking up the win. We continue Raw with Xavier Woods and Archer taking on Tons of Funk. Because Brodus Clay let Xavier Woods borrow the Funkadactyls, and he upstaged Brodus Clay. So Brodus Clay was furious today on Raw, and he decided to take it out on Xavier Woods. Well, it didn't work out that great for Brodus Clay. He ended up getting pinned by none other than Xavier Woods in this match. And it wasn't that great of a match. It ends in 1 star. Let's just get this one over with. Sin Cara versus Del Rio, Mexico versus Mexico. Probably to see who the best Mexican is. This match ends with Sin Cara picking up the win in a 1-star match. Now it's time for a little tag team action. We have the tag team champions, the Rhodes, with Big Show taking on the Shield. And this match ends with Seth Rollins getting a pin on Goldust. Don't tell me that means that we're going to see the Rhodes drop the titles to the Shield when they won the titles from the Shield. I really hope they keep their WWE title, and I gotta say, this match It was a great match. It ends in 2 stars for me, again with the Shield picking up the win. It's time for the famous FWO Rapid Fire Review. Now, we have Kofi Kingston and The Miz versus Rysack and Curtis Axel. Rysack ends up pinning, well, Kofi Kingston in this 1-star match. Then we have Fun Faggot Fucker versus Mark Henry. Mark Henry ends up picking up this match and it ends in 1 stars. And all I've got to say to end this Rapid Fire Review, you sons of bitches, why tease us and put Biggie Langston and Mark Henry together in a tag team if you're not going to keep them? Let's see them back together. And last, but of course least, I guess you could say, the 9th match for Raw. Millions of dollars, primetime players versus the real Americans, we the people. This match ends with Antonio Cesaro pinning Darren Young in this 2-star match. Usually FWO would end after the last match, but this promo was too good to pass up. Usually I'm not a fan of these worn out contract signings for championships. This one is the contract signing for the unification of the titles at TLC. WWE Champion Randy Orton signing the contract to face John Cena, the World Heavyweight Champion, to unify the titles at TLC. This was a great promo, and I got to say, John Cena did what he does best. He talked Randy Orton into getting pissed off, and then he ends up going back and forth for a while with Randy Orton and putting him through a table. Is this what we're going to see at TLC for the unification? And this promo ends in 3 stars. So, what did FWO rate this December 2nd edition of Monday Night Raw? We rated it 2 stars, and we will see you next time on FWO.